Maths. Boring, useless, and plain annoying. But what if we were to tell you otherwise? What if we were to tell you that most of the things we do in our everyday lives, as well as the issues the world faces, involve maths? There's a reason you may not notice this, but it's simple really. Maths is more than just numbers. Formulas with code run our phones. Triangles and other shapes are geometry. The houses we live in were constructed using math. Creating a sculpture uses math. Physical activity needs math. Measuring water even needs math. Choosing clothes that will fit requires math. Heck, even cooking the perfect lasagna needs math. But these are just the small things. Why don't we take a look at the bigger picture?
Y equals a to the power of x. A serious issue in the modern world that involves and requires math to fix it. I'll tell you, however, it's not quite as easy as x plus y equals z. Exponential growth relates quite easily to global human population, where it is used to help calculate apparent growth rates, and with that, possible population size in the future. While the total population may seem like a bunch of endless numbers, this whole number can have devastating effects, resulting in overpopulation and therefore inequality regarding economic decrease and a lack of resources in particular areas.
There is obviously quite a large difference when comparing first countries and third world countries, particularly in regards to population density and access to basic human necessities. Let's have a look at first world countries, where there is a large amount of land available with resources steadily available to a small number of people. We can easily compare this to that of third world countries, less fortunate nations, where land is quite small, yet filled almost to the brim with people.
Where basic human necessities are not easily accessible.
An increasing birth rate, where the population just keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. Now, this is obviously quite an issue in today's society, one that can be fixed, using, believe it or not, maths. Poor nutrition is a massive issue, causing nearly half of deaths in children under 5 globally. According to a study by OzHarvest, of all the food produced in the world for human consumption annually, approximately 1.3 trillion kilograms gets lost or wasted. That's a whopping 1/3 of all the food produced. What would happen if we were to share all this wasted food with those who are in dire need of some valuable nutrition? Would there be enough food available to satisfy the needs of everybody? Well, if 1.3 trillion kilograms of food are wasted each year, and it's said that an average human eats approximately 1.8 kilograms every day, that makes a need for 660 kilograms a year. Now, let's divide this massive waste of food amongst the 795 million people who are currently considered malnourished.
It's about 1,635.2201.
Now, as you can see, 1,635 is well over the 660 kilograms required yearly for one person to maintain good physical and mental health. That's 975 kilograms over, in fact. Quite a great deal more than enough to feed all those who are currently not receiving enough daily food intake, even just to lead a healthy lifestyle.
Fear not, ladies and gentlemen, because we have a solution that is already being put effectively into practice. France recently became the first country in the world to forbid food waste by supermarkets, offering ability for charities to donate unused food to destitute. This alone plans to save 11% of the 7.1 billion kilograms of food wasted in France annually. That's 781 million kilograms saved. If all other nations followed through with this practice, the food waste disposed of by supermarkets globally, 11% of 1.3 trillion kilograms could be saved. That comes to a final 143 billion kilograms of food.
Obviously, there's a lot as we the human race can do to eradicate the issue of global malnutrition and make a steadily available access to basic human necessities and resources to all. Though in order to do this, it's clear that math in combination with global statistics could fix this issue. We just need to understand that maths must be applied to become more than just numbers.